There have been recent stories in the local media about Six Nations and its efforts to contribute to the protection of Mother Earth through climate change initiatives. What Six Nations has been doing is in contrast to what Canada has proposed as its climate change remedy, which is to allow polluters to continue polluting as long as they pay a tax to Canada. We approached the Climate Development Agency of the United Nations to take a different approach by supporting those Indigenous nations with the same values for a healthy natural environment. We undertook this as a sovereign Indigenous nation within Canada, as our approach was contrary to Canada's. With our 6 years of attending the United Nations Permanent Forum on the Rights of Indigenous People, Six Nations asserted it being our right to do so. Southern Ontario has experienced the elimination of an estimated 90% of its original wetlands and forests. This includes the Grand River watershed and counties adjacent to Six Nations. The loss is a result of decades of accumulated human activity, urbanization, agriculture, and deforestation. These wetlands and forests provided numerous services, such as flood buffering, water filtration, cooling, habitat creation, and greenhouse gas emission removals, all at no charge. The Six Nations community has long boasted as being caretakers of the largest Carolinian forest in Canada, and arguably one of the last largest wetland complexes remaining in this watershed. But it needs protection, our protection. What the Community Plan team have heard in their sessions as they update the Community Plan is that we need to aggressively move forward to protect our forests and wetlands as a community to rebuild our responsibility to Mother Earth. This United Nations initiative will allow us to plant more trees, manage our forests, and protect our wetlands. We also heard loud and clear from the community when the Six Nations Council hosted community engagement sessions on the numerous wind and solar projects that we are partners with or are being accommodated as a result of these projects. Six Nations members asked, "What about me and my electricity bills? Can I get relief?" To respond to this request, our major project will be our own solar farm and energy storage facilities to meet our needs. We are planning for 50 megawatts of energy production and solar development throughout Six Nations. This green energy initiative will create enough certified emission reduction credits, or carbon credits as referred to in North America, to not only keep our electrical costs to a minimum, but will also cover costs to install piping potable water throughout Six Nations and a new state-of-the-art wastewater treatment plant, which is so badly needed to service our community. This initiative is a first for an Indigenous nation. This initiative, through the Climate Development Agency of the United Nations, will allow all Indigenous nations to continue our best practices and long-term investments as stewards of our land, waters, and natural resources, without taxation. There is much misinformation circulating, particularly in social media, and we would ask that if you have any questions about this initiative that you contact Council or our staff to get the correct and factual information. This is another good news story that will benefit everyone in our community. There is absolutely no taxation whatsoever involved in this project, nor will we be turning our community into a municipality.